This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
I bet you're wondering where in Wisconsin we're at right now. Our food and farming culture extends all over the world. We've traveled to explore some of those storylines and make the connections to home. This ain't Manitowoc, baby.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters.
The dairy farmers of Wisconsin are proud to underwrite Wisconsin Foodie and remind you that in Wisconsin, we dream in cheese. Just look for our badge. It's on everything we make.
Employee-owned New Glarus Brewing Company has been brewing and bottling beer for their friends only in Wisconsin since 1993. Just a short drive from Madison, come visit Swissconsin and see where your beer's made. With additional support coming from The Conscious Carnivore. From local animal sourcing to on-site, high-quality butchering and packaging, The Conscious Carnivore can ensure organically raised, grass-fed, and healthy meats through its small group of local farmers. The Conscious Carnivore. Know your farmer, love your butcher.
Also with the support of Friends of PBS Wisconsin.
We are a collection of the finest farmers, food producers, and chefs on the planet. We are a merging of cultures and ideas shaped by this land. We are a gathering of the waters, and together, we shape a new identity to carry us into the future. We are storytellers. We are Wisconsin Foodie.
Welcome to Kikkoman Foods, and I'm the president and the COO of this company, and I'm from Japan originally, but I've been here 14 years already in Wisconsin. Kikkoman, we are really proud of the #1 brand in the world to produce the soy sauce. Soy sauce has a long history in Japan. From maybe around 1,000 years, we have the history, and then kept improving the quality, and they keep improving the method to produce the naturally brewed soy sauce. It's been more than 350 years in our tradition, and then we keep the same quality all over the world, and of course in US too. We use this a naturally brewed process. This is the tradition to make a good quality of soy sauce. From 1,000 years ago, we only used water, soybean, wheat, and salt. That's it. Naturally is the key word for the consumer would like to see nowadays. And we've been doing that for more than 350 years. And we have just finished celebrating 50th anniversary. Mr. Mogi, Mr. Yuzaburo Mogi, is the guy who initiated. He started the business in the US, and he started the global business in the Kikkoman Corporation. We are one of the first a Japanese company established a manufacturing bases in United States. Why we chose here? But one of the main reason is the people, work ethic. The working here in Wisconsin and the Midwest, that we know that people are hard worker, and they have the good work ethic.
I can't really express how excited I am to be here in Walworth, to see how the soy sauce comes together. And I'm really, really anxious to walk through and see the entire process.
So these are our raw ingredients for soy sauce. If you look at the label of a bottle of regular soy sauce, very clean label, very few ingredients. Everyone can understand. It's water, wheat, soybeans, and salt. And really what we do here is like brewing beer. It's a kind of a combination between a brewery and a winery. As we're making soy sauce, we're brewing it the way it's been done for hundreds of years, but just applying technology throughout the process to control quality, control food safety, improve production efficiency, but really the essence of the process is the same as you would see hundreds of years ago. So look, this is our koji culturing area. We have 10 koji beds or culturing beds here in our plant. After the soy meal and wheat is moistened, it comes into this department for the first step of culturing. When the material is loaded into the koji beds, it looks like this. So this is moistened soy meal and roasted crushed wheat. So after 3 days in the koji bed, this is what the material looks like when it comes out. Wow. You can see that yellow material, that's the microorganism that's growing.
Wow.
All right, so from here, it travels upstairs to go into fermentation tanks.
All right.
This is our fermentation department. We have about 1 million square feet of plant space, and a lot of that space is taken up by fermentation tanks. So we have 3 different sizes of fermentation tanks. We have 15,000 gallon tanks, 25,000 gallon tanks. We even have some 100,000 gallon fermentation tanks. The previous department that we were in, the koji department, after the material is discharged out of those koji beds, it goes upstairs, it's mixed with a brine solution, and it's charged or filled into these fermentation tanks. The time it spends in these tanks, 3 to 6 months of time. And this is where, as I explained before, that layering on the complex flavor profile of our product, 300 different components. During the fermentation process, that's where that layering on of flavors happens. So a lot of our almost 1 million square feet of plant space is tankage because we want to make sure that we have empty tanks to fill and we have tanks that the batches are fully fermented and ready to put into production. So it's a combination of art and science, what we do here. So look what we have here. This is the top of a fermentation tank. So the koji material was discharged from the koji beds. It was mixed with a brine solution, and then it was charged or filled into this tank. The first step in the process is to inject air and give the tank a good mix to make sure the material is well mixed before fermentation starts. So that's what you're seeing here.
I had no idea how complex, how large this operation really is. And to see that raw product kind of go in there, go through the steps of the process, it's very humbling. I'm never gonna look at soy sauce the same way. I promise you that.
So the point of this department is to separate the raw soy sauce from the soy and wheat solids. So we take a strip of woven nylon cloth, a continuous strip when sewn together, it's 6/10 of a mile long. It's folded onto itself to make a tube. And that fermented moromi material is sprayed on the inside of that tube of cloth, which allows the raw soy sauce to flow out through the cloth and hold the soy and wheat solids on the inside. That tube of cloth is then folded back and forth onto itself into a cake, and it spends 3 days. The first day, gravity basically does the job.
Okay.
It's squeezing out the raw soy sauce. The next day, a 12-inch hydraulic press, slowly over 24 hours squeezing, and then finally one day with an 18-inch hydraulic press, again, to try to extract every drop of raw soy sauce that we can, because there's so much investment in time into the product. At this point, we want to get every drop out that we can.
There's nothing about this that's quick. It's all seasoned through time. Make haste slowly.
Make haste slowly. So look, this is the bottling department. From our bottling department, we have 9 different packaging lines. So our glass bottle lines, they run at about 300 bottles a minute, okay, for the most part. We make several different sizes from 5 ounce up to 20 ounce glass bottles. Every bottle of Kikkoman soy sauce in every supermarket in every little town in the United States and Canada, Mexico, came off of our production lines.
From start to finish, 1 million square feet, it takes a lot of time and steps and care and intention to start with wheat and soy and salt and end with this on your table. I really am super excited actually to kind of up my soy game and the understanding of, the applications that are possible. So I think I might have to take a little bit of a field trip to really taste the true essence of the soy and gain a cultural perspective for where we are and how we got here. What do you think, Ike? Sound good?
I grew up in a town of 745 people, so I have no idea what to expect when we hit the ground in Tokyo. The food customs of Japan are things that, as a chef,
And finding myself immersed in a culture and a language that I don't speak, with foods that I've read about or watched Bourdain talk about,
is a dream. But I can say that I'm simultaneously like terrified and so excited.
"13 hours later, we're in Tokyo Airport. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
welcome to Japan.
Hey,
Great to see you, man.
Likewise,
Yeah.
likewise.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to play host to me and the crew.
Yeah, by the way, I only have one couch. I thought it was, I didn't know about all of this back here, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it.
So we're here following a storyline about Kikkoman, the soy sauce maker.
Yeah.
They have like their largest plant in the world in Wisconsin, but it's a Japanese corporation, and I think that there's so many dynamics that kind of play into why we are more similar than we are different. But I've got a couple days to explore too, and just take in as much Japanese culture as I can. And I hope you're down for that.
Absolutely.
That as well.
Absolutely.
How did you choose Japan as a place to come to?
Chiba is a prefecture right next to Tokyo, and it's Wisconsin's sister state. And so there's a special program where if you graduate from the UW system, or if you are a resident of Wisconsin, you have access to apply for this job teaching English in Chiba. You don't have to know any Japanese. They're really forgiving, as you can tell. They picked me. It has totally changed my life. I no longer teach English. I'm a gardener. I'm actually supposed to be at work right now, Luke. I had to pick you and your crew here up at the airport, but they're waiting for us at this restaurant that I want to take you to. It is a farm-to-table restaurant and garden in Tokyo. Tokyo has a lot of surprises. It's so big. It's got mountains in the west. There's a lot of water, there's a lot of rivers, and there is sometimes enough space for people to have a small farm where our hosts, they grow the vegetables seasonally. They have rotating chefs that come in and use whatever is fresh, and they use that for a course menu. Hazaimasu! Mayumi's family has had this plot of land for 300 years, since the Edo period. It's unbelievable. She's the 10th generation. When she and Yu-chan got together, they changed the farm to all organic, and then they had the idea to turn their home into a restaurant, which that's what this is. This used to be their home. They live upstairs next to the Japanese garden in back, and they converted this into very sort of chic, modern, sort of, looks like it's half constructed, sort of this modern Japanese style, from an old Japanese style house. Where I come in is I work for Yardworks. It's the premier landscape design company in Japan. When I say that I'm a Japanese gardener, the word uekiya-san, it's my title, uekiya, is an arborist. We do work with stone, masonry, bamboo fences. I'm not a master, but an uekiya-san is a master of all of those functions. Mayumi's vision, she wanted this place to have that modern feel. We're not in the past, we're moving this forward. A lot of what we love as foreigners about Japan is the past, the history, but the future part of it and where it's going is places like this. And Mayumi and Yu-chan also, they bring this beautiful place that's been around for 300 years and bring it into a modern space, sleek, cool, but at the same time, wooden, cute spoons, little tiny glass.
Oh, I know.
Still like the Japanese, like very delicate.
It's an articulated essence.
Bonito.
Bonito.
From Miyagi Prefecture, and fresh vegetable, salad leaf, and okra. Sauce is green, salted green orange sauce.
So this is the first time I'll have ever tried bonito fresh. I have familiarity with a bonito flake, like
Sure,
I've
of
used
course.
that to make dashi in my restaurant. But a fresh bonito is something that's, you know, completely not part of most American diets. Texturally, it's like eating velvet. And you get that, you know, delicious kind of tuna, ahi vibe. I love the freshness too of like the vegetables and the greens. This is almost a new vision for how you move forward with sustainability, with cuisine, and I'll be darned if it isn't just absolutely delicious. Arigatou gozaimasu.
次はメインの料理ですね。鴨です。
So left side is breast.
焼き焦がしな焼きなすナス。
It's a roasted eggplant paste.
下にコウダケという
これ？
ごめんなさい。茶色いソースは
あ
コウダケっていう日本のキノコですね。ポルチーニみたいなちょっと香りの強いキノコ。で下に畑のインゲン豆。
Ingimame. So it's a bean
Beans,
from the
garden. It has like a subtle essence of, you know, gaminess that comes with it. But that mushroom sauce underneath it, and the roasted eggplant, that somehow tastes like a beautiful, delicious ham. Oh, the umami, the ever-present umami in Japanese cuisine. But seeing this connection, driving through Tokyo to get here, and the crush of humanity, and then arriving in
Opens up to
oh my gosh,
farm.
and to see those vegetables being brought into the restaurant here, and to have it be served in such a gorgeous manner. Ben, I gotta say, man, this is one of the coolest dining experiences I've ever had in my life.
You're in good hands. Japan has got all kinds of dining experiences. So this is one, this is tops for sure. But even when we get down to the street level, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Everything is gonna be great. So this is Kaminari Mon, which is thunder and lightning gate. So the two gods on the side are protecting the holy space inside. So when you get here, show some respect. Hands at the side, right? You remember right about, and then boom. So this temple is like I think it's like 1,400 years old, thereabouts. This lantern is only the fourth one. 3 others before it have burned, but throughout that whole time, there's only been 4 of these. And yeah, this is Asakusa. This is the main temple. This is Sensoji. It's a really important temple for Japanese people and for their Buddhist traditions, but it's also so beautiful that people come from all over the world. Come here, lots of souvenirs, lots of great sweet shops, good stuff to eat. This is a place for people just to come and mix.
I gotta imagine there's amazing street food everywhere.
Absolutely.
When you come down here and you're interacting with this part of the city, like where do you even start?
Oh, you smell that? It might be taiyaki. In different forms, they do these little pancake things.
Oh, yeah.
They have different sort of sweets on the inside, like the anko paste, or maybe some sort of a sweet potato, come out super hot and fresh.
So this is the actual entrance to the temple proper, right?
Yeah, this is the second gate. And after this, there's gonna be a little place for people to buy omamori, which are fortunes and things that people are praying for. You can be very specific.
How about this? Let's go in there and pray for an amazing culinary experience here in Japan, and that our connection that we're able to make with the culture and the food radiates beyond the borders of Wisconsin and Japan to everyone. Let's do it, man.
This is the spot.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Oh, nice. You're learning. You did it. Ohayou gozaimasu. What this one is really famous for, and which is super popular, is mochi balls on a stick. And then they're marinated in sweet soy sauce.
Okay.
Or you can have one that's also grilled and then wrapped in a seaweed wrapper.
So I love that kind of contrast between the sweet and the salty.
Yeah.
I think actually it's a very Midwestern flavor profile.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Can
Absolutely,
we? Can we do that?
Thank Arigato gozaimasu.
Tabemashou, let's eat.
We're right here? Just in appearance.
Yeah.
I've had mochi before, but never with like the sweet soy coating.
Yeah. I kind of resisted this. I mean, I'm supposed to be, this open-minded guy. I resisted this. I saw this and I was like, not for me, not for me. And then I finally had one, I was like, oh my gosh, this is fabulous.
B, there's nobody that looks at you in that mustache and thinks this is not an open-minded guy.
Oh, well.
Whoa. The richness and the chewiness, it's almost like a gummy bear, like the OG gummy bear, this mochi.
Yeah.
And then the soy is sweet. I guess the closest thing I can come to is like almost a maple in the richness and the umami.
Yeah. Totally, like a maple syrup kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
Man, I'm super appreciative that you brought me here because this is like an experience that you almost have to come to Japan to really, really get the essence of.
Absolutely.
And I love the connection and the people moving all the way through the streets. I'm excited to keep eating.
Yeah.
Shall we?
岩本隆弘と申します。日本橋出雲屋の3代目です。うなぎって日本人にとって昔から馴染みの深い食べ物で、私の祖父がお店を起こしたんですけれども、そのお店を起こす時に多分いろいろな調味料を多分こう試してるんだと思うんです。味見したりして、で醤油も何種類もある。例えばそのケチャップだって何種類もある、マスタードだって何種類もあるとかっていうオイルもいろんな種類があるっていう中で、醤油、ソイソースとか醤油とか、あとみりんという日本独特の調味料を使ってるんですが、これもいろんな種類がある。でそれを試した結果、私の祖父はこのお店を始めるにあたってキッコーマンの醤油を選んだっていうことなんです。ですから私どもはキッコーマンの醤油を今後も未来永劫変えるつもりはありません。
From what I've understood, this is a very important meal for the people of Japan. Can you talk me a little bit through the significance of unagi?
We love unagi, especially summertime is unagi season. And also autumn time also good, but basically we eat a lot in the summertime. Because unagi have big power, if you eat it, you get power. Sure. Yeah. Unagi sure it tastes good, and also this like sauce is the most important things too.
Secret.
He's secret.
Of course.
Basic sauce is we use soy sauce and mirin. And this restaurant unagi, I love it. So you will enjoy it.
In Japan, sushi and things like unagi and also meat, wagyu, right, the Japanese beef, it's a gratitude of the life that's given. It's becoming more and more endangered. So they tend to keep this as something for a special occasion, OEY, a celebration. This sauce we're tasting has been made over and over again, but with the same base for 80 years. The sauce has not changed. They just keep adding to it. It's the same pot.
This particular sauce, the flavors are incredible. The textures are incredible. It is very satisfying. But the fact that 80 years of tradition goes into each application of unagi at this restaurant truly does feel like a gift.
Yeah.
I would love to know more about Japanese cuisine and how it connects us, unites us. Obviously, there are so many things around the world that bring people together, but food happens to be my area of expertise. And I'm wondering, do you have any availability where I could maybe pop in at your cooking school?
Oh, why not?
And learn a little bit more about Japanese cuisine?
Please come to my cooking school, then I show you how to make Japanese cooking.
This is the thrill of a lifetime, and I'm here with my dear friend and esteemed chef.
So today I prepared traditional Japanese cooking style. The one soup, 3 dishes. First one, I show you how to make dashi.
Kombu.
Yes, kombu, sea kelp. First, I already soaked it in water.
Okay.
Then I just put a little bit, warm it up, and also bonito flake.
So it's fish that has been smoked, it's been dried, and then it's been shaved very, very thinly. So you pull that out, you heat it up until boiling.
And stop it.
Okay.
And add some bonito flake. Yeah, about this one is 15 grams or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Then about 1 minute. squeeze a little bit. This one is a Japanese dashi.
Dashi.
Stock.
I like it.
This is Japanese spinach.
Okay.
So let's boil the spinach. Pour water. You know what it is?
I've only used that for like rolling sushi, right?
Yes,
Yeah, okay,
exactly
great.
the same thing. And roll up and squeeze water.
Yeah, I love it.
I make some rice.
Rice. And this is short grain Japanese rice.
Yes.
These are known for having lots of starch in it.
Yes.
So what is it?
Like sticky rice.
Sticky rice, exactly.
I put some mirin. So I use this one. I put some, and also I like chestnuts with rice.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this. Yeah. Then I put the ritz on. Start to heat it. So I make some sauce. Okay?
Yeah.
Some soy sauce. And same amount of mirin.
Okay. Equal parts mirin and soy.
Yeah, equal soy. And some sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah, a little bit sweet is good. Yeah, this is a typical basic teriyaki sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some oil. A little bit.
So you're putting the chicken in skin side down.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, like this. Add some long onion.
Ooh. Little sear on those onions. It smells like heaven. So we have the chicken, we have the onion. You know, the richness of the chestnut and the rice, it kind of perfumes the whole kitchen. And now he's going back into the saute with the maitake mushroom, which really is going to enhance the umami quality of this dish.
Something like that. I put some, this is sake and water.
Okay.
Yeah. Best.
Okay, so you're gonna let this kind of steam off. And at this juncture, you're steaming the chicken and the vegetables all together. It'll cook itself down.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ready? Teriyaki sauce.
Teriyaki.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that smells beautiful, chef. The richness and the aroma of the soy sauce really actually brings together the aroma of the mushroom and the onion and the chicken. So the sugar, as it cooks down, takes on a lot of that caramelization. And as we know, when that happens, when you get sugar concentrated, it makes caramel. So what you're basically doing is making soy sauce flavored caramel, which adheres to all the ingredients, it coats it evenly, and creates a beautiful baseline for that soy sauce and all the other ingredients to harmonize with each other. Perfect?
And some soup.
So we're going back, this is our dashi.
Yes, dashi.
Okay.
And some eggs.
We have those in Wisconsin.
Dashi. And put some salt.
Okay.
And some light color soy sauce. Okay, then some myoga.
Okay. Make the tornado thing. I like that.
Okay, I put some eggs.
We're not
like
in
this.
Kansas anymore. Here goes that egg.
Yep.
Oh, that's
There you
beautiful.
go. Okay, first of all, spinach.
Man, that's
Yes.
cool.
And this one is roasted sesame.
Sure. That is beautiful.
Sauce. Yeah. Later it's gonna be like a. And next one is chicken. Onions. And mushroom. Umami soy sauce, teriyaki sauce. Yeah.
This is so cool.
Lovely.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
I love this one. Yeah. This one is salmon roll. Yeah.
This party just went to 11.
That's one, yeah. This is for you.
Thank you so much, chef.
Thank you.
Knowing what I know about the way Kikkoman brews soy sauce and the traditions that you brought to the table here today, I feel like I'm seeing a page not only out of Japan's history, but a better future, a more connected future, a well-seasoned future. This is exceptional. Thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for having me in to your studio. Thank you for showing me Japanese cuisine from the heart. I really appreciate you.
I'm happy to hear that. Yeah.
Arigato.
ありがとうございます。
Here's an unexpected gift. We're in Tokyo's financial district, where we've learned of a cheese shop that is actually featuring American cheeses. I'm so excited to go inside and learn a little bit more about what the Japanese value in their cheese and to explore this emerging cheese culture.
So he first judged in Wisconsin in 2006.
ジャッジの仕方はもう
And he personally thought that the way the Wisconsin competition judges cheese is #1 in the world.
Speak my love language.
So this is a delicious cheese, even as is, but it would be delicious even more aged as well.
それから後味がいい。
And it has a delicious, sort of indescribable, sort of lingering taste after you eat it.
Alpine style.
So you can taste the sort of harmony and the family's love with this cheese.
With one bite, you took me home.
おー、素晴らしいね。素晴らしい。
Beautiful.
Great.
What makes Wisconsin cheeses the best in the world?
作り方がまず丁寧。
So he thinks that's the best because it is made with care and love, and it is very versatile and usable in a lot of cooking.
I couldn't agree with you more. I definitely always look for that flavor of care and love and passion. And, you know, I think walking away, I'm going to have my eyes open to the emerging Japanese cheese culture and know that it's largely because of Mr. Moon. This guy's a national treasure. I love it. I love it.
素晴らしい。いや、来てよかったね、今日は。
I'm glad I came today.
Yes, me too. Me too. Thank you. Arigato.
ありがとうございます。嬉しい。
I'm very happy. Make my day.
Look at this. No cover charge.
No cover?
Hey.
Shinji.
It's a familiar face.
Oh my goodness. It's so good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too. Nice to meet
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Ohisashiburi, genki. Good to see you.
Good. Good to see you too.
So where are we right now?
We're in Shinjuku, Golden Guy.
Golden Guy is a place where there's all these tiny, every single door is its own little bar.
As you see, each shop has only 5 to 10 seats.
Right,
you know,
it's beautiful. But each bar has got its own vibe, its own owner who makes their vibe just totally unique. And so each place that you go to is gonna be totally different. And there's usually not enough room to like even walk past you. So everyone has to stand up if you want to go to the bathroom. This is really where you can get a real taste of Japan, both literally and emotionally, because when you go in, most of the time it'll be no English menu. And they might ask you, can you speak Japanese? Nihongo dekimasu ka? And if you can't, there's no seat for you.
There's no seat.
Yeah, and you just kind of gotta take it on the chin and just be ready to, you know, go to the next place.
I'm wondering, should we get some ramen?
Yeah, the most famous one.
All right, great, let's go.
Tonkotsu is a pork base, whereas this is anchovies, but both are very pungent.
Sure.
When you walk past a tonkotsu
You can
place,
smell it, yeah.
you know
Yeah.
it's tonkotsu. And when we came in here, I knew, oh, this is anchovies.
Yep.
But the flavors are so different, so complex. So this is the only place you can get this kind of ramen. So they have a spoon here.
Yep.
So you can put that under your noodles so that the soup doesn't splash when you slurp it up. And slurp it up. Be energetic about it. Let the world know you're enjoying the ramen.
Yes, that's it. Slurp it. Make sound.
Yummy. Yummy is 美味しい.
美味しい. Oh. Chef, how long have you been making ramen?
25?
25 years. Wow.
They use 20 different kinds of dried anchovy.
And that's what makes this so delicious and unique.
This case is the soy sauce. So they use Kikkoman soy sauce.
Oh, that's fantastic. Why do you use Kikkoman soy sauce?
He thinks it's the best.
Oh, well, yeah, that's great. That's all I needed. That's what I wanted. Oh, and it shows.
High five.
Good. One of the things that I think is really beautiful, Shinji, is you brought a lot of awareness to Japanese cuisine to Wisconsin and to the Madison market. I know that some of my formative food experiences came from your plates, and like understanding all these beautiful ingredients working together. To be here and to be with you, to have all these connections kind of come full circle is really, really a dream come true for me. So Shinji, you're still working to bring these connections and these two cultures together. Tell me about what's happening with the Great Dane.
We started about 5 years ago. Great Dane and the two other guys wanted to open Great Dane in Japan. As you know, Wisconsin, you cannot open more than 5 breweries within the state. So for Great Dane to grow, they have to go outside of Wisconsin or they have to go overseas. So one day we decided to go to Japan. And I was looking for reason to come back to Japan many years. Then I jumped on that project.
Yeah. Shinji, this has been out of this world, but it's about time for me to get out of Tokyo for a little bit, and I would love to take the train to Sendai and come see you tomorrow. Is that okay?
Great. Yes, of course.
All right, great. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Rob and Phil, I feel like I'm in that Scooby-Doo fever dream. I went to bed in Wisconsin, and here I am in Sendai, or in rural Sendai, in Japan, talking about the Great Dane. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you guys.
Thank you, great to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, even though I helped start it, it's still a lot of cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
I look around like, where am I?
How has this experience been for you guys coming out of Wisconsin and like the process of opening a business with such strong traditional roots from the Midwest in Japan?
Every day is an adventure. It's very fascinating, the reception that we've gotten here, the support, it's just been overwhelming. Phil and I have 3 other partners here, Chef Shinji Muramoto, Tetsuya Kiyosawa, and Daisuke Koyasu, 3 Japanese guys who, of course, take point in communicating our story to the public.
And having Shinji running the kitchen is a really brilliant move because I haven't actually ever had a bad plate that's come out of a place he's run. And he kind of did this thing in the opposite direction for so long.
Thank
you, Chef. Hey, that's great.
First cheese curds I've ever had in Japan.
Yeah, seriously.
It's crazy. This is so surreal, dude. Oh my gosh.
Nobody knows about it, I'd imagine.
Not yet.
Oh, you fly halfway around the earth and you get a plate of this golden goodness dropped on you. This is truly incredible.
Well, for me, this is like what it's all about, right? Is bridging that gap from Wisconsin to Japan, and how do you do that better than food and drink?
Exactly.
So this is what I know, and seeing it like come to fruition here is like an amazing thing for me, because what do I miss most about being in Wisconsin? Well, it's here now.
Yeah, you didn't say winter. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you create that cultural connection when you, in a lot of ways, have to really grow that market organically?
We're importing Briess malt from Wisconsin. So, I mean, we're going to have the same products here that we have in the US. Now, we're going to create a new flagship beer for here that's completely unique and only available in Japan. But at the same time, all of our most popular beers from the US will be replicated here to the T. And we really got lucky with the cheese curds because there's a great local cheese maker and they want to use our spent grain from the brewery.
Sure.
So it'd be a nice synergistic relationship We give them the spent grain, they feed it to their cows, they produce the milk that make the cheese curds we use.
Wow.
Nice.
Brats.
All right. Again, we really want to not only be Wisconsin, but we want to support Wisconsin. So that's why we're importing Brie Malt, Jones Dairy Farm, Johnsonville, Kikkoman.
I mean, and that's literally what brought me over here in the first place. This idea that even though we are thousands of miles apart, when it comes down to it, we are so closely connected. We push outside of the boundaries of the state, it radiates. That is the purpose of the Wisconsin idea, right? We're all connected. These ideas are so amazing and, in this case, so delicious. So with that being said, kampai.
Hey.
What you're doing is the best kind of work. You are global ambassadors for this Wisconsin tradition of food and agriculture, and I am just honored to be here in Japan, tasting these notes of home that have been reflected in Japanese culture and cuisine as well. With that, I do have to catch the train. I have to meet with some amazing humans at Kikkoman who are also doing some of the same things that you are. They're making the world smaller, one plate at a time. And my man, you have been amazing. This entire experience, you kept me from an international incident. I appreciate you so much.
Are you breaking up with me?
Yeah, dude. This is it. This is it. This is the end, Ben. It's gonna get gross now. I gotta run. Peace.
All right.
Peace. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm Yuzaburo Mogi. I'm honorary chairman of Kikkoman Corporation. And also I'm a chairman of the board. I've been working for Kikkoman many years, since 1958. We started to make soy sauce in the 17th century, around 1630. We became corporation in 1917. Then in 1957, we started internationalization of business because sales of soy sauce in American market was growing. You see, we started to compare 50 states. Then we, narrowed down. Finally, we picked up 2 states in America as possible site. One is Wisconsin, and another one is Illinois. And finally, we chose southern part of Wisconsin. Then we celebrated 50th anniversary of that plant this year. Wisconsin plant is the biggest plant in the world. So there are 2 main reasons why we chose Wisconsin as a plant site. Labor quality, and then access to raw materials. In January 1972, we had groundbreaking ceremony in Wisconsin. In January, on that day, temperature was minus 50, including wind chill factor. Last time I visited Wisconsin, every day I had steak. I think quality of meat, you see, in Wisconsin is quite good.
How about the cheese? Have you tried?
Cheese, yes, I like it. Yes, yeah. And also I like beer. Yes.
Today, I'm in Noda City in the Chiba Prefecture of Japan. Chiba is a sister state to Wisconsin and has been so since 1990. But it's also the home of Kikkoman's world headquarters. I'm here to explore how our food and farming culture connects us all over the world.
Okay, please come in.
Thank you.
Now, here you can find the machines for soy sauce making about 100 years ago.
So this is much smaller than the procedures that I saw in Walworth, and I'm guessing that you have here.
Yes.
But the consistency in the product hasn't changed.
No.
Thank you.
Now, I'll show you the koji tray. it's a tray that prepares the koji mold, and we mix it up, each tray with our hands.
And I see on here it says that these were used until 1970?
Yes.
How, as the process of making soy became more and more mechanized, were there issues in going from wood boxes to a more automated process?
The process is the same.
Sure.
But it became mechanical in a large size, but the same thing is happening. Now here, you can find the real moromi.
This is alive. Is this part of the imperial soy sauce process?
Yes.
So one of the things that strikes me is when we went through the Walworth facility.
Yeah.
We had the moromi in very large vats.
Yes.
That would, they would have air pumping into them to mix the moromi to ensure that it continued the process efficiently and evenly. How do you accomplish this in an artisan fashion?
We use these kind of...
the paddles?
Yes, paddles, and put them in the moromi.
Sure. And move it.
And move it.
Move it by hand.
Yes.
Wow. How long has it been in here? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yes, about 1 year.
Okay, 1 year.
Yeah.
Is this almost done? Is it ready to be...
It's almost done, and we are going to press it in about a month or 2 months.
Okay.
Yes.
But this is a very real and live process. To see something with this much importance to Japan's history, to Japan's future, and to see the artisan process still alive and well.
Exactly.
And connecting you all around the world through soy sauce. This is incredible. Well, where do we start in this?
Good question.
Right. Right.
絞りたて生 which is it doesn't have the we call pasteurizing. Heat treatment. We don't put any heat on it.
Okay.
So very low flavor. I want to see color, flavor, and taste.
Okay. It smells beautiful. A light color to it. It's not overly assertive. It's mild, but it is still very, very delicious.
Okay, next, heat treated.
Heat treated.
Regular soy sauce.
So I can see already that it's darker. We got a little bit more caramelization going on here.
Correct.
It's got a deeper aroma. It almost has a sweeter on the very first touch of the palate. And then it continues to undulate back and forth. Again, your whole tongue gets brought into it, which is the essence of that umami. It's really connecting all those flavor points on your palate. That is very delicious.
Then, next two soy sauces are kind of special.
Yes.
It's fermented in wood tank. So to keep the fermentation steady in wood tank, salt level is a little bit higher.
Okay.
The content is a little bit rich, so tastes stronger.
I mean, this has the look of a very dark cup of coffee or tea. The aroma profile is very complex. Almost, as I was saying earlier, like red wine. You get some of those complex aroma profiles. So on the first note, it is significantly stronger.
Correct.
It is stronger, but it is delicious. It is robust and deep. It really has deep, deep caramel notes in it. I keep wanting to go back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't for the sake of time, but I could. I could go back to that over and over and over again. That is lovely.
Okay, the final one, doubly fermented.
That's the good stuff. Rich aroma complexity again. It fills my palate. And it fills it with something that's very unusual to find from a very small sip. It's this essence of deep caramel, deep thyme almost. And it pulls you back for it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a second taste of this one. As I breathe air over my palate, you get the salinity
But the salinity usually on my palate doesn't actually push flavor towards the back of my mouth. And this keeps me wanting more and more and more. I can't imagine a food application where this wouldn't be delicious. This is a miracle. It really is. It's a work of art, and I appreciate you sharing it with me. I might not let this one go back.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so nice. We're at Restaurant Kolsa in Tokyo's Ginzu district, where we get to experience the care and love that Kikkoman puts into their soy sauce in a very practical restaurant application. Roy,
Good.
It's good to be here. I feel very at home in Japan thus far. You've done so well to make us feel so seen and loved, and the hospitality has been completely over the top. Can you tell me a little bit about Kolsa?
Kolsa is of course the teppanyaki, place, but in US I think you use the hibachi, right?
Sure.
Yeah, but we use here the terminology is the teppanyaki. This is a restaurant run by Kikkoman actually.
How important is soy sauce in the teppanyaki process?
In the usual teppanyaki process that you can find many soy sauce to be used, but especially here because we Kikkoman run this business, we would like to make it quite unique.
Yes.
Yeah, and the soy sauce is of course the signature product.
I can't believe that this same soy sauce that we are going to enjoy here in the Ginza district of Tokyo is the same soy sauce brewed in Walworth, Wisconsin.
Yes. Brewed in Walworth, Wisconsin, same quality as in Japan. So
that
you can enjoy the
that is wild.
Same quality of the soy sauce. When you travel to Europe, you can enjoy also the same quality. This salmon is quite unique because it is raised in a special place. The water is always fresh.
How important is it to really get the freshest ingredients to complement the soy sauce?
One of the attractive points in this restaurant called Kolsa is of course that they always use most fresh ingredients. They are sourcing from many places in Japan, and they try to make it always fresh. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit! Thank you so much. It's creamy. It's rich.
Inside, rich, and yeah.
You get that herbaceous tuft with a little bit of the dill and maybe parsley there.
It's a parsley.
Parsley?
I think. Yeah.
And this sauce, mustard seeds. The soy base, though, really. One of my favorite things about soy sauce is it really lights up your entire palate. That idea of umami, right? The sense of earthiness.
Yes.
And
mouthfulness. And
yes.
Umami and then
smoked with beech.
Smoke of beech.
Oh,
really,
really beautiful.
Yes. I usually pour the sauce side and then
work the fish into it. Okay.
The salmon is okay with soy sauce, right?
Oh yeah, it's more than okay, sir. It is absolutely breathtaking. Yes.
Yeah, great. It's one of the famous cow that from the Miyazaki prefecture. It's the southern part of the Japan. Yes, it's a wagyu.
It's wagyu, of course.
Wagyu. Moromi is the soy sauce mash paste. So this is another unique, sauce that you can enjoy here in this restaurant.
Yeah.
Especially.
I actually tried to get Dan and Ike to let me take some moromi out of the Walworth plant, and no. They're like, no, this doesn't leave, because when I tasted it there, it was so incredible. It lights your palate up in so many different and unique ways.
Yes.
And it has that very comfortable undertone of the soy sauce and the salt, but it was so complex.
Yeah.
Teppanyaki rivals any television show you're ever going to watch. I mean, this is like it happening right in front of you. Like most things in Tokyo, it's not just one sensation that you're getting at a time. It's the smell of the moromi. It's the smell of the searing beef. You have the vegetables.
You have the amazing knife work. It's all these things that you're kind of taking in simultaneously that really make this an absolutely unique dining experience. And it strikes me a little bit, Roy, that for a company that has been making soy sauce for 350 years, 50 of those years in Wisconsin, how you maintain such exacting consistency with the product that, by all standards, is very simple, but yet so complex. Thank you. Arigato.
鉄板焼きでございます。お手元のお醤油2種類お好きな方で召し上がってください。
So sirloin is the right hand side, and you can use all these, soy sauce and then wasabi master.
Okay.
The left side is the already dipped in soy sauce paste.
It's almost beyond words, Roy. It's sublime.
It's melting in the mouth.
All the richness of the moromi, and knowing what I know now about the tradition of the process in making soy sauce, that with the Wagyu beef, I've never had a bite that I honestly didn't want to chew it. I wanted it to stay on my palate forever.
It's melting away.
It's melting away.
So,
oh my
really
goodness.
Nice.
So the soy sauce on our right
was this the Imperial.
Okay, that's the Imperial. And this one is the unpasteurized.
Unpasteurized,
okay.
raw soy sauce.
Okay. So that bite, the filet with the fat, that just kind of melts away.
Melts away, both melts away.
All the beautiful balance in the soy sauce really gets an opportunity to shine. That fat just ends up being this perfect vehicle for bringing that soy and its complexity onto your palate. You smell it, you taste it, you get that familiar essence of beef and the texture that is like none other than Japanese Wagyu.
Soy sauce is delicious on meat, right? But the soy sauce paste also gives you a different flavor.
It's a different complexity. It really is. There's an inherent sweetness in the moromi, like that essential sugar still exists. Texturally, I can really taste where it adheres to the meat, the little grooves in it, which is incredible.
Because soy sauce have the 5 basic tastes. As you know, there's saltiness and sourness and bitterness and umami and sweetness. All 5 basic essences are existing in soy sauce. This is one of the reasons why the soy sauce is good on everything.
Seriously, the world's most popular condiment. I mean, it's
one of the most popular condiments. Thank you.
Well, after this, it may be the world's most popular guy. If I do my job right here, Roy. For me, food is this tremendously connective medium. And I promise you, traveling from Wisconsin to Tokyo, while it seems like you are worlds apart, truly these flavors bring me back to my time in Walworth. The aroma of the soy, the dedication to the process, the combined almost 400 years of tradition used to brew this soy shine every single time a piece of food hits my palate. This is brilliant, Roy. You do good work, sir.
Thank you very much for saying that. We're really happy.
I couldn't be more proud to sit here and be able to make a connection to that place I call my home. We call our home. Thank you so much for taking the time and giving us the opportunity to walk through the facilities in Walworth and hear the stories of Kikkoman. But additionally, Roy, opening your doors to us in Japan and allowing us to come in and see the world from your perspective, to understand that we are not that far apart, that there are connected elements all around us. This has been the experience of a lifetime.
You are very, very welcome, and you will always be our good guest, and we appreciate for taking such a long trip come over to Japan.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
どういたしまして。
In Japan, we have proverb that if people eat same foods, they become friends. Or people in Japan, US, and other part of the world eat same thing, eat soy sauce, I think they become friends.
You might be able to fall asleep standing up.
Look at that again.
That is incredible. This is incredible. This is incredible. This is incredible. This is pretty incredible. It's incredible. Incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. Incredible. But this is incredible. Oh, that is incredible. Wisconsin Foodie! Yada yada doobie doo da do 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 do. We're gonna make our dreams come true in the Kikkoman.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters.
The dairy farmers of Wisconsin are proud to underwrite Wisconsin Foodie and remind you that in Wisconsin, we dream in cheese. Just look for our badge. It's on everything we make.
Employee-owned Nuclear's Brewing Company has been brewing and bottling beer for their friends only in Wisconsin since 1993. Just a short drive from Madison, come visit Swissconsin and see where your beer's made. With additional support coming from The Conscious Carnivore, from local animal sourcing to on-site, high-quality butchering and packaging, The Conscious Carnivore can ensure organically raised, grass-fed, and healthy meats through its small group of local farmers. The Conscious Carnivore. Know your farmer, love your butcher.
Also with the support of Friends of PBS Wisconsin.